Hello, welcome back. Here's question 12 of the 2023 grade 5-6 Kangaroo Math Contest. Let's begin. The Potters have a patio which is tiled with square tiles of 3 different sizes. The smallest squares have a perimeter of 80 centimeters each. A snake rests on the patio as shown in the diagram. What is the length of the snake? So this question needs a highlighter, so let me get the highlighter out, which is tiled with squares. Square is important because if we think it's rectangle or any other shape, then it can mess up our calculations. And of 3 different sizes, that's also important because, well, there's a small, medium, and large kind of shapes, okay? The smallest square, so we know which one, has a perimeter. Perimeter is very important. I'm going to highlight that with blue, show that's important, okay? Perimeter is that important because, say, if you think it's area or you misread it quickly and you think it's area, then it can really, really mess up your calculations, okay? It's a perimeter of 80 centimeters, okay? 80 centimeters each. That means not all, okay? A snake rests on the patio as shown in the diagram. What is the length of the snake? So that, I don't think we need any more highlighting. So let's dive deeper. I'm going to need to zoom in on this, but you won't need to do that in paper because it will be much easier to solve on paper, okay? Because it's easier to write there than on an iPad. So let's continue. So if we know this thing's perimeter is 80, that means this side has to be 20 because 20 times 4 equals 80. So 20, 20, and 20 here. So that's one side of the snake. Now, we still don't know what is this side's area. This, we don't know. But something that we do know is that this equals to 20, this equals to 20, and this equals to 20. So 20 times 3 equals 60. So let me just write 60 here. So that means this is 60. So if that's 60, then we know the rest of the sides are 60 and 60, since we know it's all a square, okay? Now let me quickly delete this. Okay? Now that we know that, let's continue. So what is this thing's area? What is this area, okay? Now, so let's look at other squares over here. Since all of these must be the same, okay? This one, and this one, they're all the same. So let's look at this one. What's this thing's area? Now we know that this guy, this is 60, okay? This equals to 60. And this is 20 because it's the smaller square, okay? Now, this is easy math, we know. So if this is equal to 60 and this is 20, then that means this thing has to be 40, okay? So this is 40, okay? So now let me go ahead and write all the numbers on here. So that means this is 40, 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 and this is 20. This is 20. So let me write down all the numbers that are part of the snake. So I'm going to write them down sequentially. It's like this is 20 plus 20 plus 20 plus 60 plus 60 plus 40 plus 40. So let me just quickly cross them out. 40, 40 plus 40 plus 40 plus 40 here, then plus 20 and plus 20 like here, okay? There. Now we got it. Let me clean all of this up, okay? So we just need to add all of this, and then we'll get the answer. I like to make things into groups of 100, so it's easier to count them. So this is 100. This is 100. And then this is 100. Okay, this is 100. This is 100. And then we have 120 left. I'm gonna circle that in red so I don't forget that we have a 20 left. Now let's count all the hundreds I circled, okay? So get that highlighter in green. So we have 100, 200, 300, 400. Yeah, there we have 420. So that should be our answer. Look, 420 is a possible answer. Let me just circle that, and here we have it. That's our answer. We're done. That's it. Bye, guys.